calling Exeter. For your information, we will soon be changing the company.
Hello.
Oh, is it Adam?
Yeah, is this Special Agent Peter Downing?
Special agent, I want to sound of that. How you doing?
Yeah, right. I've got a few concerns because your office hasn't been able to tell me the warrant number, which is very concerning. So can you just, first of all, can you start off by giving me the warrant number?
We don't get a warrant number, all we get is a council tax reference number.
Right, that's a bit concerning then, isn't it? So what's your purpose? Your purpose just to visit to try and arrange some kind of payment?
Yeah, see, council tax, you don't get a warrant, you only get a liability order number, and that comes from, because they take you to magistrates court. But that's something the council hold, they don't give us that information. I have the date that goes to court, etc., but they don't give us those numbers because we don't need them.
Well, of course you would need them, because obviously if you're acting, are you saying there's some kind of warrant of control, or are you just coming to try and get some kind of peaceful arrangement?
Yeah, no, we work under liability order. The council took it to court, a non-payment for council tax. That's 29th of June, that was.
Yeah, I'm very, very aware, because this is not the first time you've come and gone. I've been kind of dealing with you for must be about 3 years now.
Oh, right.
So I think the last one who came was Mr. Baker. So what my concern is then, so you haven't got a warrant number. You obviously the court's already told me that the liability form was taken out of law in 2003 and hasn't been replaced. So my concern is that you're not acting on a warrant. So what I'm going to tell you, Mr. Peter Downing, just to let you know, I am recording the call for my safety and yours, but I'm going to now, obviously your implied rights of access to property has been removed, and this is not a threat, this is a promise, and this is why I'm recording it. If you step foot on my private property, I will be removing you, and with force if necessary. You haven't got a warrant. You can't tell me the name of the court, and you can't tell me the name of the judge.
No, we have no need to know that personally.
Excuse me, if you're acting in official capacity as a public servant, you would have the warrant number. You wouldn't be so stupid to turn up to a private property without such information.
We don't have a warrant.
So you don't. So thank you. You've confirmed you don't have a warrant. So you don't have a warrant?
Nope.
You don't? No, thank you very much. That's fine then. So if you do turn up to the property, I'm sure you're aware of the recent court case, Hooper, the farmer who removed a car off his property, obviously an Englishman's home is castle. I will be removing you. So you can confirm your name is Peter Downing?
It is, yes.
Right, and how do you spell that? Because I'm just going to check the bailiff register.
D-O-W-N-I-N-G.
D-O-W-N-I-N-G.
Now, to get your liability order number, you would have to speak to Coventry City Council.
I'm really not concerned with the liability order number. I've seen the liability order, and it's just a fake. It's just a fake bit of paper from the council. What my concern is, I want the warrant number. Because you've already said in a letter, I will read the letter. We have this right under the Taking Control of Goods Regulations 2013, which require you to have a warrant, does it not?
No.
So basically, you can just come to anyone's house without a warrant and do as you please.
As long as I have instructions from the local authority, yes.
So basically, what you're saying is the local authority is taking power onto itself and thinks it has the right to send anyone to people's property without warrants. Is that what you're saying? So what you're saying is in any other case in the country, he would need a warrant. A police officer would need a warrant of entry. obviously the courts would need a warrant of entry, but what you're saying is the local council doesn't need a warrant. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's correct.
I'm sorry, I found that really funny. So basically you're saying the council can do as it pleases. It's a law unto itself.
As long as they take you to court, magistrates court, which is what they've done.
Well, they haven't, have they? Because I've already got a video, I've got a voice recording from the magistrates court who have no idea about the matter. There's no record. Now, I'm sure you're aware that a court, to obviously exist, it has to be a court of record. So how can a magistrates court tell me there's no record, yet you're telling me that it's been to court? So what you're saying is that it's been to court, but they don't want to admit it's been to court.
Well, no, you mean the council will tell you the date it's went to court?
I'm not concerned with what the council says. I'm concerned with what the court says directly. You're telling me it's been to court, but I've got recordings from the court and I've got emails to tell me that it hasn't been. So what you're telling me is that it's been to court, but it hasn't been to court.
I'm telling you it's been to court.
Well, which court is that then, and what's the name of the judge, so I can ring the court and ask them? So what's the name? What's the name of the judge? Sorry.
Question: we haven't taken you to court. Coventry City Council take you to court.
Yes, but you should have been. You should. I tell you. Yeah, but you're saying, right? What's the name of the judge? If you're saying you could turn up without knowing the name of the judge, without having a warrant number, then I'm sorry, my friend, but you're acting totally unlawfully, aren't you?
Not at all.
I'm sure you are, because that's why I think Mr. Baker. Do you know Mr. Baker personally?
I don't know.
Well, he turned up to my address, read my notice, and left. He didn't even leave any notice to say he'd been. If I hadn't recorded it, I wouldn't have known he'd been. So, what's your plans then? Because I've already told you, and I will be sending this to the police as well, to tell them that I intend, if you came to my property, I will be removing you with force.
Right.
So what's your plans then?
All our plan, all I ever was to start the conversation, is to get an arrangement to clear the balance for
Well,
council.
I'm not going to have any arrangement with yourself, as you're a third party interloper, aren't you? So I'm not going to enter into any kind of agreements with yourself. I will not be allowing you on the property. There's a removal notice on there, and I'm sure you're aware of the judgment. What's the judge's name? Who obviously declared that a removal of implied rights as access is as good as a closed door policy. So I just thought I'd let you know that this is being recorded, so I have it on record. So as far as I'm concerned, you have no business. You have no warrant number. Couldn't tell me the name of the judge. You're obviously a third party under the Third Parties Act. So I'm going to guess that I won't be seeing you anytime soon.
Okay, sir.
Well, thank you for that. Well, you did manage to keep it quite civilised. A lot of the other ones don't. They get a hissy fit when they're told no. But well done.
Any further questions, by all means give me a ring back.
Oh, to be honest, that's it now. I consider the matter closed between ourselves. So I won't really need to contact you further. I've got all the information I need. But thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Wilson. Thank you.
Bye-bye.